Archangel Michael says, listen with the depth of your soul, because what you're about to discover will shatter your understanding of what happened last night. You believe the conversation was harmless, an unexpected connection under the night sky. But behind the smile, behind the soft voice and friendly eyes, was a force disguised, sent with purpose beyond your imagination. They came close, so close, but not for comfort or care. The words spoken were rehearsed, cloaked in sweetness to disarm your spirit. That stranger was not random, not accidental, they were placed directly into your path. Last night was not ordinary, it was marked in the heavens long before your day began. You were targeted. Chosen because of the light in you that they cannot tolerate. The presence you entertained was sent with eyes that don't blink for kindness, but watch to collect. Archangel Michael says, you were being tested and observed by someone whose name you don't yet know, but who knows far too much about you. You shared a laugh, a few words, maybe even a moment of connection, but they recorded more than your voice. They took with them pieces of energy, facial memory, and spiritual access you didn't mean to give. Type Amen to get blessing 333. What you think was a normal conversation was actually a key, a gate being unlocked in the spiritual realm. Your energy was scanned, your reactions mapped. Your voice archived in a space where plans are being made. Don't panic, but do not ignore this, something was triggered when you said your name. The stranger's aura did not reflect yours, it absorbed, it mirrored, but did not match. They may have complimented you or even encouraged you, but it wasn't from truth, it was strategic. Now, they have what they came for, proximity to your presence and a trace of your destiny. A report is being written in hidden corners, your intentions, your direction, your vulnerabilities. This person is not who they claimed, and their interest in you was not innocent, they were looking for something very specific, a confirmation about your purpose. That moment wasn't casual. It was a spiritual checkpoint masked as coincidence. There are beings assigned to delay you, to reroute you, to flatter you into confusion. The person you met wore one face, but inside held something ancient and well-trained in deception. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, you must now be extremely discerning. The closer you get to breakthrough, the more convincing the distractions become. You're not being paranoid, your instincts were trying to whisper louder than the words you heard. You were calm, but something inside you stirred the moment you turned away. That wasn't anxiety, that was your spirit ringing the alarm. Even if you dismissed it, even if you thought it was imagination, it wasn't. They walked away with information you gave unknowingly. Their silence after that moment wasn't peace, it was calculation. There is a plan involving you that is unfolding quicker now, because the contact was made. They wanted to know your voice, your eyes, your reactions. It was never about the surface. You are a carrier of something sacred and powerful, and it intimidated them. The conversation may have seemed harmless, but its roots dig deep into unseen things. Type Amen to get blessing 144. That person was not sent from heaven, but from a force that studies light and plots shadows. You're not in danger, but you are in the middle of a spiritual strategy. Heaven allowed the moment to test your spirit's awareness and awaken your discernment. Not all kindness is divine, not all attention is affection, and not every smile is sincere. Archangel Michael says, "You have been watched for weeks before this moment." That encounter was planned like a play, rehearsed in spiritual realms. What you did in response has shaped the next 48 hours of your journey. They walked into your life with the scent of familiarity, but they are not of your tribe. You may feel confusion, flashes of thoughts that don't belong to you. This is no coincidence. You have been opened, and now it's time to close those access points. Type Amen to get blessing 555. An investigation was launched the moment your energies touched. You've entered a battle not of fists or words, but of intention and access. The enemy could not find your weakness directly, so they sent a conversation. The stranger will not return the same way. Their mission has been documented. They will vanish just as easily as they appeared, but their trace remains. You must cleanse, close, and declare your protection over every part of your life. Archangel Michael says your light disturbs them. They mask curiosity as compliments, and interest as empathy, but they're collecting data. What they want is influence over your thoughts, your dreams, your direction. Do not be shaken. This is confirmation, not condemnation. You pass the test by walking away with your soul intact. But now comes the part where you take spiritual authority over what happened. Type Amen to get blessing 828. You must not reach out again. The connection must be severed in the spiritual as well as the emotional. Even a single thought of them gives room for interference. What was planted through conversation must now be uprooted by divine force. Repeat this: no weapon formed through unknown words will prosper in my life. This is the shield you need now. They are studying your reactions to see if you sensed anything. Your silence now frustrates them, because what they hoped for was your invitation to come closer, but heaven blocked it. Heaven stopped what could have been a chain reaction. You are being preserved. Type Amen to get blessing 121. This is not just a warning. This is a revelation, and you are now responsible to guard what has been revealed. The darkness tries to come dressed in familiarity, but its aura always flickers when truth appears. You will notice things now, dreams, memories, even faces around you will become clearer. That's because the veil was pierced last night and now the unseen is more visible. Do not fear, you are shielded, but stay alert. You are walking with the divine sword. Every word spoken to you is being judged in the courts of heaven. And the verdict is being written in your favor. Archangel Michael says, your eyes will sharpen over the next few nights. You will sense what others miss. The stranger will try again. Not in person, but through digital contact, thoughts, even emotions. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Block the access now. Speak out loud and seal your gates, your heart, your dreams, your digital spaces. Say, I revoke permission from anything that entered my space through deception. Do this before you sleep. Do this before you answer any new message from unknown numbers. Do this before doubt creeps in, disguised as questions about last night. You are being watched by heaven and followed by those who want what you carry. But your covering is not ordinary. You are sealed with divine fire. No stranger can rob what was crowned on your head. They may try to impersonate innocence, but heaven knows every mask. And tonight, your angels are standing guard around your home. Type Amen to get blessing 434. This is the moment you take back spiritual control. What happened last night was not an ending, but a trigger for your next awakening. You are being awakened not to fear, but to power. You will see now that not every friendly voice is divine. And not every sudden connection is from heaven. The stranger you spoke to last night, they're not who you think, and now, you know why. This script continues in your soul, in your choices, in your discernment. You are being prepared for encounters more divine, more real, more aligned. Stay focused. Stay prayed up. Stay guarded. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You were never meant to walk blindly through this world. What happened last night opened the door, but now you have the authority to close it. And when you do, you shut out not just that stranger, but every spiritual attachment connected to them. They will try to reappear through dreams, strange coincidences, or mutual contacts. But you will recognize the pattern now, the energy, the unnatural pull. Because once your spirit has been activated, it can never return to sleep. You may suddenly remember things they said that didn't make sense at the time. Words that now feel heavier, more targeted, more intentional. This is your inner wisdom rising, sorting truth from traps. Type Amen to get blessing 202. A storm was sent toward you wrapped in a quiet meeting. The spiritual realm does not always shout, sometimes it whispers in casual encounters. But now, the whisper has become a warning, and the warning is becoming wisdom. You are in the season of exposure, not just for those who hide in plain sight, but for those sent to delay your path. Their time in your life is over before it even begins. Your angels have drawn a line. You are surrounded by light that repels deception. But your awareness must stay sharp, because temptation often comes disguised as interest. Archangel Michael says, this is a divine checkpoint, not a punishment. You are not being punished for trusting, you are being strengthened for what's next. And what's next will require your eyes to see through charm and manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You are being trained for spiritual promotion. With it comes power, but also testing. The conversation last night was the first of many trials to see if you've awakened. You passed. Not because you didn't speak, but because you didn't surrender your soul. You held back something sacred, and heaven noticed. Now comes the reward. Clarity will increase. People around you will start showing their true colors, some will fall away without explanation. Some will grow silent, offended by your growth. Let them go, it's all connected to what happened last night. Type Amen to get blessing 515. They felt your light. Even behind words and pleasantries, they could sense the fire in you, and that's what drew them in, but it's also what made them retreat. There is power in your presence. and when they realized they couldn't control it, they began to plan, but heaven stepped in before the plan could grow legs. You are now guarded by instructions. Pay attention to where you're being led. Not every opportunity is pure, not every door is opened by God. You will feel a nudge when something is wrong. Don't ignore it, even if it comes with smiles and applause. If your spirit pulls away, trust it. Type Amen to get blessing 181. The battle you're in is not about the physical, it's about your calling. That stranger was attracted to the crown you carry, not just the life you live. And when people are sent like this, it means something big is near. A breakthrough is close, a shift is happening. And the enemy is trying to intercept it before it reaches you. But it's too late, because now you know. And now, you walk in the full strength of that awareness. Cleanse your atmosphere, light a candle, play protection music, speak blessings over your space, reclaim the energy that was taken. You are the rightful owner of your purpose, not them. Type Amen to get blessing 919, watch what happens next. Doors will close, suddenly, unexpectedly. But those are the wrong doors, then, new ones will open, silently but powerfully. They are the correct ones, designed for this version of you. The version awakened by last night's encounter, it was never about that person. It was about what their presence would reveal in you. And now, the truth is staring back at you, clearer than ever. Archangel Michael says, prepare for new spiritual allies. Heaven is sending replacements. Voices that align, not deceive. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You may feel tired suddenly. It's not physical, it's spiritual. You may feel tired. Your body is processing what your soul just overcame. Rest, drink water, speak life. You're in recovery from a subtle war, they almost got through. But your intuition stood like a gate. Now that gate has become a wall, reinforced by divine power, the next few days may be quiet. This is not delay. This is spiritual detox, removing residue from the encounter. Dreams may become vivid. Names may come to your mind. This is heaven revealing those connected to the deception. Type Amen to get blessing 525. Your spiritual GPS is being recalibrated. Every misstep is being corrected, every stolen energy is being restored. That stranger thought they could plant doubt. But instead, they watered your faith. You are stronger now than you were before that moment. Don't revisit that conversation in regret. View it as activation. The angels needed to test your boundaries, and you passed. You are safe. You are chosen, and no stranger can rewrite your spiritual script. Type Amen to get blessing 111. That meeting last night will echo no more. You've cut the spiritual cords they tried to fasten around you. Even if they speak of you, even if they try again, their access is denied. From this point forward, you walk with reinforced gates around your heart and mind. The stranger's mission has failed, and the report written in the dark has been intercepted by light. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are awakened, empowered, and sealed. The angels that encircle you now are not passive. They are aggressive in protection, bold in their stance, and unmovable by deception. They've seen who approached you last night, and they are not pleased. Every word you unknowingly released is being retrieved. The light within you is reclaiming every ounce of energy taken. No shadow can keep what was never theirs to begin with. Type Amen to get blessing 747. You've moved into a new rank in the spirit. This experience was not to shame you, but to graduate you. Every trial of light must face a test of darkness, and you emerged undefeated. Now, watch how quickly your surroundings begin to shift. Certain people will no longer feel aligned, strange messages may stop. The silence is not lost, it is victory. You've been purified through awareness. The stranger thought you were easy to study, easy to reach. But now, they know you are guarded by something too great to manipulate. Archangel Michael says, the next time someone approaches, your eyes will pierce through illusion. You won't just hear their voice, you'll read their spirit. This is the gift being unlocked inside you now. Type Amen to get blessing 383, you are stepping into spiritual authority. This means fewer distractions and more direct clarity. What once confused you will now confirm who you really are. The trap was set, but the trapper has been exposed. Heaven allowed it to get close so you could see how deep the war really goes. But they cannot touch you now. Your atmosphere has changed, even your voice carries a new frequency. Those who hear you will either be drawn in truth or flee in discomfort. Your presence no longer allows deceit to settle nearby. The encounter was part of your training. Now, you wear armor forged by fire and awakened by discernment. The stranger was a shadow, you are now light that burns shadows away. Type Amen to get blessing 112. There is no need to look back, don't search for that face again or wonder where they went. What matters is the wisdom you gained, it is priceless. From this day, you'll walk into rooms with a different vibration, doors that were closed to you before will fly open. Because heaven now sees you not just as chosen, but as proven. This was not just about protection. It was about elevation. Not everyone who smiles at you carries good intent. But now, you don't need to guess, you will know. And knowing is your power, knowing is your weapon, knowing is your safety. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The stranger you spoke to last night was not who you think. But their presence served its divine purpose. They awakened the level of you that had been sleeping. You now understand why discernment matters more than charm. Why energy speaks louder than words. Why your peace must never be traded for momentary attention. This is not fear, this is fire. Your soul has been upgraded to detect what others ignore. From this point forward, no agent of confusion will blend into your world again. Archangel Michael says, your name is written in divine light. No darkness can rewrite it. You are remembered, protected, and led. Type Amen to get blessing 99. 99. This was not just an event, it was a divine checkpoint passed. What you spoke, what you shared, what you felt, it all became a testimony. And now heaven holds the full record of your obedience, your silence, and your restraint. From the moment that stranger walked away, angels were dispatched in greater number. They circled your home, they guarded your sleep. They erased the footprints of the deceiver. Your spiritual house was marked as untouchable, and your name was whispered among the ranks of the protected. You will start to feel a new strength rising in your voice. Not just when you speak to others, but when you speak over yourself. Because you are no longer a seeker, you are a knower. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The lie that attempted to enter your life will now be reversed sevenfold. Everything stolen, peace, clarity, even energy, is being returned multiplied. What the stranger hoped to steal is now sealed forever in divine hands. You are not a victim of confusion, you are the reason light exposed darkness. You forced truth to confront its limits, and you've shown the spirit world that you are no longer available for traps. Every step you take from here will be confirmed by signs, dreams, divine delays, and supernatural peace will become your compass. You'll no longer need to ask why, because the knowing has been unlocked in you. The voice of that stranger will fade like smoke in the wind. But your own voice, your soul's clarity, will ring louder with every sunrise. You're walking into the days of divine identity. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You are now marked not only as chosen, but as watched over. The angels surrounding you are no longer just on defense, they are on the way of life. You are now in divine and divine assignment. Any who attempt to enter your space again with falsehood will face consequences from above. Archangel Michael says, you now carry the seal of spiritual truth. You will begin to smell lies in the air, feel deception in tones, and sense danger behind smiles. And you will command it to leave. Your presence is no longer neutral. You are either a gateway for light or a shield against corruption. And God has made it clear, your life must now reflect your calling. No conversation, no charm, no false encounter will ever pull you out of alignment again. Your roots have gone deeper. Your wings are unfolding. And the next time something approaches, you will meet it with fire. Type Amen to get blessing 10.